Hey Facebook, it's Ian Cummer here with another video. This is the 2020 brand new redesigned Nissan Sentra, fresh from the ground up. I want to get you a good inside look at this vehicle today, show you some of the equipment that it comes with, and show you some of the advantages at this price point of what you can get on a vehicle. So here we go. So right off the bat, Nissan is starting with their V-Motion front grille, their signature design on this new Sentra. Wide-angle LED headlights. Auto high beam assist is also going to be a standard feature on the SV models like this one. SV is going to have a nice alloy wheel to accent the exterior body design as well, so that way you get all of the personality of the design of the new body without getting cheapy on the wheels. So it just kind of helps complete the look and gives it an overall better just presence. I just think a better stance. To be honest, I'm just overly impressed with a lot of the stuff that Nissan did with this vehicle. So the styling is just on point, and it's not necessarily what you would expect for a vehicle of this class, which is the mid sedan class. So competitors like the Honda Civic are going to be what you see going against this vehicle most of the time, or even a Toyota Corolla. They're all going to be in the similar price point and similar class as this vehicle. Now, because this is an SV, it also has more standard safety equipment. Even on the back here, we've got the rear sonar sensors and rear automatic braking. Standard equipment on the SV. Nissan's really pushing their profile of the safety shield concept. So once we get on the inside, I'll also show you a couple of the things that this vehicle is currently equipped with. Now, this is a pretty well-equipped model. Not fully loaded, but pretty well equipped. MSRP $24,060. It's an SV with what's called the premium package. So you can see all the stuff that's included on that package for about $2,400 bucks. Now, as we get to the inside of the car, we've still got some of the nice comfort features that we're used to at this point. With the 2020, you'll have standard remote start on the SV model. You'll have the blind spot warning system, which is still mounted on the A-pillars there. If I get into the car, solid sounding door, lane keep assist, lane departure warning, high beam assist like I mentioned earlier, and then a lot of other nice safety features like forward emergency braking with pedestrian detection. We've also got the intelligent cruise control right here on this particular model. And just everything on the interior is just beautiful. A lot of detail that goes into this. The hand stitching, the soft touch materials, all this. Nice accented panels here that just give you a little bit more personality with the dual tone. Leather wrapped steering wheel on an SV with more stitching on there. You can kind of see the detail. It just seems like this vehicle, even though it's an entry level, has a lot of luxury-esque type features. Even the door, all the accenting panels, soft touch leather, everything. It just feels like a luxury car without being anywhere near the luxury price tag, and has so many features that are just surprising at this price point. So in addition to all the safety stuff, we've got even just the fans, the way that the AC vents are just styled. They're kind of like a GTR. Some stuff that you'd see in a higher end sports car. Yeah, I've even seen something similar like this in like the new Camaros. Not quite the same design, but you get the concept. They're just kind of a really cool little touch on the vehicle. Full digital display with the 7-inch size on the advanced drive assist display is what they call that. So this whole screen in the middle there, and you're able to go through that screen and look at all the important information that you see fit. Now, in addition to that screen, which can be customized, you also have an 8-inch touchscreen here featuring Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So you have full connectivity to your smartphone inside the vehicle. Push button ignition right there, mounted at a nice easy spot. They used to have the push buttons kind of back here behind the steering wheel, and it was in a weird spot. It was just not as easily accessible. It's a small thing, but it's the small things that count, I see in a lot of this on a lot of vehicles today. Not just the Sentra or the mid-sized sedans, but just any vehicle. The small details seem to be what really stick out. Dual climate control as well. So if you want a different temperature on the right side of the vehicle as the left side, you can do that. And heated seats right there as well. So you have the heated seats button mounted right in there. Now, with the exterior being what it is and the matching interior, there's just so much, the quality here is just even the perforated leather seats and the different diamond quilted interior leather. So all in all, from the ground up, they just did a fantastic job. And on top of that, they haven't really sacrificed any space in the back. You've still got enough room for 5 people in the back there. So very comfortable sized car for all of your friends. Even if everybody's about 6 feet tall, you should be able to fit 5 people in this, no problem. So we'll do the demo drive next. So we're just getting started on the demo drive here. I'm just gonna do a short little bit of the highway here, but immediately once you start driving this thing, you notice a few things that really stand out. There is a new dual electric rack and pinion steering system in this vehicle. So what that really just means in layman's terms is that the steering is actually it's almost a little stiffer like you'd find in some sports cars. It's not very loose like you'd see in some normal sedans in this price point. And the secondary thing, if you've been around Nissans like I have, driven them a lot, the previous model year Sentras as well as the Versas were always quite a bit louder. There's a lot more road noise on them, and that's just because, you know, they're entry-level sedans, so they're just not quite up to the same par as what the Ultima and the Maxima were is known for. But this here is incredibly impressive compared to the previous model years of the Sentra. This is very quiet. I would say this is as quiet or on par with comfort driving on the interstate here as the Ultima. And even, I would even go as far as to say a little smoother than the Maxima. The Maxima is built as a 4-door sports car, and so it's got a stiffer suspension, stiffer ride. This is wonderful. Between that and the intelligent cruise control and all the other nice features for blind spot warning and features that the vehicle has as safety equipment, it just makes the drive really easy, really enjoyable, and just so much more relaxed. The leather is great with the zero gravity front seats. Like, I could sit in this all day. This is just incredible. And with the reduced noise, just everything else-wise being improved, it's just truly a quality car. So it's just so much more than I honestly ever expected out of a Nissan Sentra, just because it is that lower level of sedan. But this is just a premium product now, and I'm very, very happy with how Nissan has done this design. So I'm going to be doing a lot more test driving on the other models when they come in, and because the Sentra is now offered in an SR trim level, it's going to have a little bit tighter suspension on that model, and I'm looking forward to see how that drives and responds in comparison to this. Sentra has always previously had a 1.8 liter 4-cylinder paired to the CVT transmission, and this model is a new 2.0 4-cylinder motor with an emphasis on fuel economy paired to the latest generation Xtronic CVT from Nissan. So you get that lack of shift shock on the vehicle, but you still get a very responsive drive and no gear hunting, no shifting unnecessarily with that CVT transmission. Now there is a built-in eco mode as well. There's a button by my left knee on the dash that would lower throttle sensitivity and allow me to increase my miles per gallon up to the maximum that it's rated for. I've seen a couple instances where you can get better than the rated amount of fuel economy, but this vehicle is rated at a 39 miles per gallon on the interstate, and I think roughly 31 or 32 in town. So the fuel economy on this vehicle is absolutely phenomenal. And it's the way that it drives altogether. It's really making this vehicle a complete package for anybody looking for that price point around that 20 to 24, of course, depending on trim level and model. And with the 4-cylinder motor at 2.0 liters, you've got 149 horsepower and 146 pound-feet of torque, which is, you know, by all means, you're not going to win any street races here, or, you know, be able to do burnouts in the school parking lot, but you will be saving a ton of money on fuel economy and still getting a vehicle that's very responsive. I'm currently in Drive Sport or DS mode. So what that means is there is actually a Drive Sport mode that's selectable, but it's not a button like it used to be. It's actually on the back of the shifter of the shift lever. If I move the camera here real quick, you'll see this little button. There's a little button right at the bottom there that's that little line, and that's Sport mode. That activates the Drive Sport mode, which basically just holds the RPMs a little higher so that you can get better acceleration while you're driving it. Whereas the Eco mode does, again, the exact opposite and lowers the throttle sensitivity while also providing still a responsive drive. But all in all, be finishing up this route with us in town here, and that's kind of the whole thing, guys. So if you have any specific questions or would like to see this new design in person, please give me a call directly, 605-215-8362. Always happy to meet up, talk about Nissans, and get you the full proper presentation in person. And I think you'll be impressed. So guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day.